What is going on, y'all? You already know what time it is. It is time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Now, we already know how the game works. Every Friday we're doing every Friday we do an episode. It's always a fun time. It's always a great time, and hey, it's always gonna be a good time, baby. But like I said, you already know what time it is. It is time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Without further ado, baby, before we get into it, be sure to click both links in the description of this video, whether it's Fit for Life Fitness or No Mercy Sports, and be sure to check out some of the best at-home workout programs you will find across social media or across this country, whether it's stuff you find on YouTube or anything like that. Be sure to click the link that says Fit for Life Fitness and click the tab that says the best at-home workout programs you will ever. And when you sign up, you will get 15% off using code JamesKBody. That's James Kilo Bravo Oscar Delta India for 15% off when you sign up. On top of that, when you also click the other link that says No Mercy Sports, be sure to click the tab that says True Victory. You will find whatever you need. I'm talking, they got some awesome stuff on there, baby. Whether it is t-shirts, gym bags, gym accessories, or just clothes in general. Once you have found what you're looking for, be sure to use code No Mercy Sports 15 for 15% off your entire purchase. TrueVictory.com, baby. Let them know I sent you. Now, without further ado, let's get into tonight's episode. We got some awesome topics to talk about. It's going to be a fun time, and like I said earlier, it's going to be a good time. Let's do it, baby. Let me talk to you. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And man, oh man, do we got a good one locked and loaded, ready for you. But you already know I don't do this alone. I got somebody waiting behind backstage, and here he is. Terry, what is going on, my man? How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm mad. Forgot to get beer. So, therefore, I hope the U.S. men's takes it out on Canada for the gold medal game.
Oh, man, you're telling me. But speaking of the gold medal games, the women's U.S. hockey team takes home the gold, baby. USA. In the gold medal.
Very happy for them.
You said what?
I said very proud. I'm very happy for him. Set that bar. Now the man got to repeat that.
Oh, yeah.
It's been too long since 1980.
I was going to say, I'm sure the men watched that game, and it is more fuel to the fire. They are already pissed off from the Four Nations face-off finals. And, in the gold medal matchup between USA and Canada, it looked as though Canada was going to take the game with 2 minutes left in the third period. However, before a face-off, USA would pull their goalie and have 6 players on the ice. Needless to say, that payoff would be worth it, as the USA would tie the game courtesy of Hillary Knight, and then in overtime, during a line change, Megan Keller would deliver the Golden Dagger for USA. With a win for the women's hockey team, can the USA men's hockey team take home the gold?
I mean, they practically have to at this point. Can't let the women. You got to match what the women did.
You really do. I mean, look, like I said, I'm sure the men watch this game and they are using it as more fuel to the fire, especially after the Four Nations face-off and everything like that. I think I read somewhere that, there's going to be stricter rules in place where if USA and Canada break out into a fight, there's going to be like a misconduct or something like that. Like, nah, throw the rules out. Let them fucking fight. This is hockey, for Christ's sake.
Yes, I agree.
Nobody.
Fighting has always been part of the hockey culture. Let's just get that out there right now.
Nobody in any other sport love representing their country than hockey players do. Like, I am expecting the same thing I saw in the first matchup between USA and Canada in the Four Nations face-off. Then I'm expecting what's to come on Sunday. I'm expecting 4 fights in 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we're talking about Olympics, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, though. The fucking Olympics are a different breed.
Say, you know what? The energy they were going to use for the fighting, let's go and just save it for the forecheck and the back check and the cross checks and the poke checks.
Yeah, listen. Hey, it's like the song said, let's get physical. Physical. Let's get physical, baby. Fuck it. Let's go back to the 80s hockey where you were losing a tooth on a fucking regular check.
Mm-hmm. And high sticking was allowed, apparently. I will say, I do love the USA jerseys, though. They kind of going back with that 1980s look, the way they're doing it.
Oh, yeah. No, they definitely brought that retro look to their jerseys and everything like that. I will say, though, what they were rocking in the Four Nations face-off was definitely chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that's the one thing that they're eyeing. Like, yo, we got to feel like we're back in the 1980 Olympics. The women's hockey team just won. They just beat our biggest rival known to date. We got to do something here.
Yes.
So, but speaking of doing something, like it was said in the commercial, we are going into Milan to bring home the biggest prize of all, and that is Canadian fucking tears. With one batch of Canadian tears in the bag, courtesy of the USA women's hockey team, is this fuel for the men's hockey team to not only bring home another gold medal, but to also bring home the second batch of Canadian tears as well.
Gotta complete the sweep. And since I forgot my drink, tomorrow I need a double shot. So I already got one shot of the first set of tears. Let's complete that rest of that tomorrow.
Let's do it. I mean, everybody talks about, how stacked Canada is and what they did to France and everything like that. Like, oh, we beat them. Canada beat them 10-2. Okay, what do you think what do you think USA would have done against France?
It's France.
Fucking Finland shut out Italy 11-0. And Finland had 62 shots on goal.
It's France.
Exact. That's what I'm saying. That's your flex?
Yeah. I mean, if they would have said that against Sweden, Russia, or Finland, or Slovakia even, then yeah, you could make a case, but...
Yeah. Oh, but we're getting judged because we, quote-unquote, barely beat Sweden in overtime 2-1.
And
Canada
barely beat Finland 3-2.
Yeah. Canada barely beat who was it? They beat them 4-3 in overtime. Czechia.
Yeah, never heard of her.
I was going to say the Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia, somewhere in that area. But Canada even needed overtime to beat them. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Hey, but we got plenty of time until Sunday. For now, let's focus on 1 month that is coming up, not only at the end of this week, but it is literally right around the corner. That is March Madness. Why? Because it is upon us, and I, for one, cannot wait when the tournament starts. Usually, with the tournament, we see the powerhouse team, who the powerhouse teams are, and oh man. But however, there's always going to be some teams that are going to be lurking in the shadows, waiting to play the role of upset. And we have seen that throughout the course of the year, or throughout the course of years.
Excuse me.
What are some sleeper teams to watch out for as the March Madness tournament approaches?
Well, I mean, I'll be totally honest. I haven't been watching it too much because I'm in the hopes that we fire the coach for UCLA.
Valid.
But if I had to pick a sleeper team, I'm gonna look at a list right now.
Yeah, no, take your time, man.
Well, I wouldn't pick Gonzaga because they always do so good just to choke it all in the end.
Yeah, regardless of whatever fucking round it is.
Nebraska could be. I know they're ranked number 9, but I mean, when do you really see Nebraska that ranked? Or
I was gonna say Nebraska isn't crazy talk. Like they've been doing really good this year. The fact that they're in the top 10 really says a lot.
If I had to pick one, initially I'd probably say Miami of Ohio. Because they're still unbeaten, they could be this year's Cinderella story, I feel. And then you got schools that come out of nowhere. Like I'm looking the ones that are just outside the top 25. You still got schools like Villanova.
I was going to say one school I'm definitely keeping my eye on is St. Louis.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely up there. And St. John's, no, not so much. I mean, they seem to always have a good team, and then again, they always blow it in the big dance.
Yeah, no, that's valid. And I've always liked St. John's too.
Yeah. Those are the only ones I see right now as sleepers. Everyone else usually belongs in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, look, when the time comes, when March rolls around, we will see who the sleeper teams are going to be. But when it comes to filling out your March Madness bracket, do not sleep on the 5 versus 12 because we have seen some serious upset games with the 5-seeded teams and the 12-seeded teams.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, they do not disappoint whatsoever.
Definitely not.
But
at least a couple Cinderella stories, but
exactly. I think at one point George Mason was a 12-seeded team, and they got to like the Elite Eight. 4. Yeah, somewhere in like 2005, 2006.
2006. I remember because it was the Final Four that year was Florida, if I'm not mistaken, George Mason. LSU and UCLA.
Oh shit! Yeah, can't forget about George Mason.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right?
Oh, I might have been thinking about UWM, University of Wisconsin Milwaukee.
Oh, I heard George Mason. I'm like, yeah, they were in the Final Four that year. I was actually more afraid of them than Florida, and all of a sudden Florida beats them, and then we beat LSU. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe Florida's not going to be that good. And then here comes Joakim Noah and those guys. I mean, we were basically the Buffalo Bills at that point. Made 3 straight Final Fours and lose every single one. They even only made the Natty on one of those appearances.
Hey, I will say, don't sleep on Joakim Noah because that dude was a fucking dog when he went to the Chicago Bulls. Or he was just a dog in general.
Yeah.
But when he had a game against the Miami Heat, and I want to say 2013, when his dad attended that game, you can see where he gets his personality from.
Yeah, yeah, he was a scrapper for sure.
Oh, most definitely. But we're gonna stay in the topic of college basketball. Why? Because I'll be damned. Michigan has now claimed the number 1 seed in the top 25 rankings. And honestly, it looked as though Arizona was going to be the top dog for this season. But that is the beauty of college sports. You never know what's going to happen.
I told you this was going to happen. You're talking all the years I would watch UCLA and Arizona play. Arizona would start out strong. They always get like a top seed for the most part. Or they would fizzle out towards the end. That's typical Arizona basketball.
Bro, I was literally about to say, I really thought that Arizona was going to be that team going into this season that we could have seen since the 75-76 Indiana Hoosiers go undefeated and win the national championship.
Nah.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, that lasted.
Now they're down to
really,
4 and they got 2 losses.
Yeah.
The only unbeaten is what? Miami of Ohio. They're still 25-0.
Yes, sir.
But
and
you'll never see them at the top of the rankings because of their conference.
Well, also on top of that, it's definitely politics, and it's not even close. The college basketball committee is looking at it like, oh, it's Miami of Ohio. Like, what are you going to do with this? Keep them in the bottom rankings.
That's the thing, though. With basketball and baseball, you got all these smaller schools that will still make the College World Series because that's their specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Like you look at schools like, say, Georgetown. I don't even think Georgetown has a college football team. I could be wrong. But
yeah,
like
some
their bread and
research
butter
would
has
have
always
to go
been,
into that, but
their bread and butter has always been basketball. And you look at the star players that came from there. You had Allen Iverson.
I was going to say, hell, an argument can be made for their lacrosse program.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who really, besides you, I know I don't watch lacrosse.
I mean, I definitely do, and Georgetown is one team to look out for when it comes to lacrosse.
You watch men's rowing too, don't you?
I told you that in confidence. God!
Hey, I mean, if someone's not even good enough to be a casual for the sport, what would you recommend they start out with?
I mean, honestly, I really would recommend lacrosse because it is literal hockey played on grass. It is physical. It is fast paced, and man, you will not be disappointed. I myself have played it during my time in high school, and whew, it was so much fun.
I mean, I've seen it does look fun. It's just one of those things where it never gets the media attention.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree.
I mean, there's some universities that have a surfing team.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if they were all on the West Coast, so there's that.
That's where all the waves are at.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say this, with Michigan finally being in the one spot of the top 25 rankings, are they the team to look out for in the upcoming tournament?
Definitely yes. However, as we've seen in previous years, it's like they get so close, they're about ready to taste that natty, and then all of a sudden just gives it away. And it's unfortunate because it seems like they've been cursed since I forgot who was in the early 90s they played. Where I think Chris Webber called that timeout that they didn't have, and they received a technical foul, and it just blew the whole game away from them. They haven't recovered.
Yeah, the Fab Five.
Yeah. And I think they're playing either Houston or UNLV.
Yeah, one of those two teams.
Yeah.
I might have to go back and watch 30 for 30 on that one because 30 for 30 has not missed in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, Michigan, they're a great basketball school this year, no doubt. They just got to put a little bit extra to finally get over that hump. And, I would like to see them win. To say that I could honestly saw them win one in basketball.
No, I completely agree. I really like what Michigan is putting together right now, what they're doing. But yeah, they got to do something in this tournament to show that they are a for real team to contend with and everything like that. So,
and Houston's always dangerous too.
Oh,
seems like they've been up and coming again the past few years, and
oh yeah, no, Houston is definitely a dangerous team, and whew,
they were in the Natty last year, right? They lost to Florida.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think Houston might have been in it and against Florida, but Florida was just too overpowering in that national championship. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I hate Florida. I've hated them ever since that Final Four and Joaquin Noah.
Yeah, but you can't hate the guy. You can't help but hate the guy, though. Like, on the court, he is an absolute dog. Off the court, he is probably one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Oh, yeah. I'm not like I want him to get Lou Gehrig's disease or something. I didn't say anything like that. I'm just strictly talking from a sports standpoint.
No, that's fair. And every team is always going to have that one player that you just absolutely despise because of
Okay, let me ask you this.
Just because of their talent.
Let me ask you this, because this is something I've thought about. Name one person, even though they could be the nicest person you've ever met, you just hate him on a sports level, and like if you saw him in public, you still have the hatred from the sports level. Like you wouldn't even give him a chance as a person off the field or rink or whatever the case may be.
Professional level, I'd probably go Randy Moss.
Like you hate him and you wouldn't want to deal with him after the fact.
Well, no, look, I hated him when he went to the Patriots in 2007 and was part of that undefeated team.
Yeah.
But it was when he went back to the Vikings and, did the gesture or did the touchdown celebration of mooning the crowd and everything. And
I was just before he went to the Patriots, though.
I thought that was after.
Mm-mm. I remember I was stationed in Georgia. It was like in 2004, 2005 is when that happened.
Well, shit, color me impressed. Damn, okay, well.
Because he went to the Patriots in 2007. I think that was their attempt at an undefeated season. Because after the Vikings, he went to, I think he went to the Raiders for a year or two.
Randy Moss? Yep. Yeah, no, he did go to the Raiders.
Then he went to the Patriots, I think after the Raiders. I think he had a short stint with the Titans. The hell was he thinking?
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. He was way out of his prime when he went to the Titans.
Yeah. But like for me, one person I probably wouldn't want to give a chance to, even though they could be nice, is Matt Leinart.
Really?
I hated him since college and those Pete Carroll teams and just his demeanor. Like I was so pissed when he beat Notre Dame and Brady Quinn in South Bend. I was in Iraq when that happened. I'm like, God, I knew some cocky guys and some Navy Seabees.
I was going to say, was that when they still had Reggie Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
UCLA actually went 10-2 that year.
If they would have, that was USC's one reason and one reason alone. They had Reggie Bush. I don't care who you are. You could have like the literal all-time greats of Alabama on one team. You're still not stopping Reggie Bush.
Texas did.
Shut up. That's not the point.
I'm just saying.
Very true.
You had that very stacked USC team, and then on both sides of the ball.
Well, let's be honest. Vince Young took that year personal because he didn't win the Heisman Trophy when he should have won it.
I mean, that's neither here or there. I still hate Matt Leinart regardless, but
I'll agree.
I probably have to contain myself not to punch him in the face or something. Just his stupid face. He probably is a nice guy, but my hatred runs deep.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, look, I'll even say this. Like, I've been a Giants fan for so long, for basically my entire life. Like, I'll even throw Brady and Gronk into that conversation. I know they're nice guys off the field, but on the field, I was just like, it was literally on site with these two. Like, oh my God, Brady, as if you didn't need enough weapons. Here comes a 270-pound golden fucking retriever. And he's one of the biggest menaces of tight ends.
And he caught that ball from the helicopter in Arizona. You ever see that one? They dropped a football from a helicopter down to the field in Arizona. He had to get underneath it, and Gronk caught it. I don't know how high the helicopter was, but I mean, that ball traveling that fast down.
Oh, yeah. But that's that is the literal one thing I hate about Gronk. Like, he was such a menace on the field that when you see him during, the Fox pregame and everything like that, he's a fucking golden retriever.
Yeah. Easily top 5 tight end.
Oh, God. It is the argument is straight up between him and Tony Gonzalez. Anybody who says Travis Kelce doesn't know ball.
I give it to Tony Gonzalez because he changed the stereotype of the tight end position. Oh,
yeah. No, I'll definitely give you that one.
This may be a crazy take because I don't do these too often. I'm going to say Tony Gonzalez meant to the tight end position what Hulk Hogan meant to professional wrestling.
Ooh, okay. You know what? That's not that crazy of a take. Because that is legitimate. Like, for so long, I honestly thought that Steve Largent was a tight end. And then I come to find out that he's a wide receiver. And I'm like, the more you know.
Yeah.
But Tony Gonzalez being the Hulk Hogan of tight ends, that's not a crazy take.
No.
But I'll tell you one thing. We're going to take our first commercial break right now. We're going to come back. We're going to talk some football. Why? Because we got the NFL draft approaching. And then could there be a lockout looming for MLB? Regardless of what happens, regardless of the results of where the LA Dodgers finish? Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
The one you love to hate, Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
can stop me now.
All right. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Let's get into some football conversation right now. Now, in the words of a band that I've been listening to for quite a while, if you know them, let it be known in the comments. If you don't, that's okay. Be sure to check them out. In the infamous words of a band by the name Beartooth, for their song In Between, they started off by saying life just sucks when all you know is the bottom. Well, let's face it. The Raiders have known nothing but the bottom for quite some time since the Tuck rule. They have found multiple saviors throughout their time, whether it was Jamarcus Russell or even Derek Carr.
What was that?
They thought they found multiple saviors.
Okay.
They thought they found. Obviously, Jamarcus Russell wasn't that guy.
I'll see. You might want to check into rehab after that. What have you got?
But yeah. So unfortunately, they didn't work out for the Raiders, with the Vegas Raiders holding the first overall pick in the NFL draft. Do they draft Fernando Mendoza at quarterback?
I think they have to at this point, because if they try to trade away, they're going to piss off a lot of people if they do.
Mm-hmm.
And if he goes to somebody and he does success, there could be like, what if or whatever. But they do have a great tight end. I do like Brock Bowers. I do like Ashton Genty. Now, if they just they could draft all Indiana players for all I care. You could draft Mendoza at 1 and draft some of the linemen and receivers. Bring the whole damn team over.
I mean, like, they brought in Seattle offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak to be their head coach. I mean, the Raiders are doing everything in their power to make sure that they land Fernando Mendoza in this draft right now.
I mean, they are going to land him. They have the number 1 pick. It's up to them to screw it up if they decide to do that.
This is also true. I mean, like, you got a Heisman Trophy winner. You also have a national champion. Like, you got the right person. Let me backtrack that. You have arguably the right person in the right head coaching job to do something with this kid. Like, what more signs do you need to actually to decide, hey, we should draft Fernando Mendoza or go after somebody else?
If they go after somebody else, they better get a lot of picks for that. Kind of like what the Rams did to Washington when Washington traded up to get RG3.
I'll agree to that.
I'm talking about 3 or 4 years of first-round picks.
I mean, look, it looked like that RG3 to the Redskins was going to pay off, but unfortunately, he had his ACL injury, and I will stand by this. He is a top 5 NFL quarterback of what could have been.
Yeah.
Because he was a flash in the pan, and
not just quarterback. I'd say even all the positions.
Ooh, okay. You know what? Again, not a crazy take.
Yeah.
So,
because he went the same year Andrew Luck did. I think they were drafted together, 1 and 2.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was that what did me in for RG3 was that run he had against the Minnesota Vikings in Washington. And I was like, oh, this dude ran out the entire defense with 20 extra pounds on him?
Yeah.
That's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not.
So, but we will see what happens. Speaking of Fernando Mendoza, bro, to quote arguably one of the greatest movies of all time, being Star Wars 3, Revenge of the Sith, the prequel series. It was said that you were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. But like I said, though, the Raiders haven't been anything since the Tuck rule. And now with Heisman Trophy winner and national champion Fernando Mendoza available, it's anyone's game. If the Raiders can use their first pick on Mendoza, and if the Raiders are smart enough with their picks, are we looking at a different Raiders team going into this season?
I mean, you very well could, because if you look at, let's say, the Broncos, for example, drafting Bo Nix, I think that was a big difference maker. Now, they already had a lot of great players already in their spots, but they didn't have a quarterback.
Yep. Hey, big shout out to Andrew for calling that Bo Nix was going to be the difference maker for the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I straight up, I laughed at him. Like, Bo Nix is not that guy, but they brought in Sean Payton and they got to the AFC Championship.
I mean, hell, they almost got there with the backup, too. I mean, their defense was great, too.
Oh, yeah. That was a heavy defensive game, but
yeah, it was
very entertaining.
But I would say for sure that, well, you can't just pick Mendoza and then make stupid picks after that. You gotta find. I mean, there obviously needs some receivers, I feel, and obviously you need a block for Mendoza. Kind of like what Jacksonville was doing when they first got Lawrence. They started getting a lot of his teammates too. I mean, it was unfortunate it took him this long to eventually, I guess, find the right coaching, and just great timing for him that he was able to really showcase his talents and why he was who he was back in college.
No, that's valid. I mean, yeah, like I said, if the Raiders are definitely smart enough to get Mendoza and then proceed to build around him, I mean, they already have Brock Bowers at tight end right now. They already have Ashton Genty. They just, like I said prior, they just brought in Seattle offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak as their head coach. Like, all signs are pointing to Fernando Mendoza for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let me ask you now. This concerns the Raiders. Now, they do have the number one pick, obviously, overall. Do you see them trading Max Crosby to get even more first-round picks for over maybe a couple years, including this upcoming draft?
It honestly wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't. Because, I mean, Max Crosby,
the number 15 pick. I'll say that right now. I would love for Tampa to get him to play opposite end of Yaya Diaby.
Or even, like, Vita Vea could literally look on either side of him and be like, y'all got worse problems than me.
Yeah, y'all better spread that line.
Y'all better triple team, and it ain't going to be me.
Even when they were doing it, he was still somehow getting through.
I'm saying, like, look, I will say this, like, Max Crosby could be that guy, or actually
revitalize his career or revamp his career. Yeah.
Yes. I was also going to say, like, he could be the same thing that Baker is to Tampa. Like, he fits the Florida man personality to a T.
Let's retract on the Baker one.
I mean, Baker does fit the Florida man personality when you look at it. Look what he was doing in college and telling me that wasn't Florida man personality.
That could have been some. Well, no, that was definitely Texas personality there. He was born in Austin.
This is. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So he knows a thing or two about the Austin scene. I will say that.
Yeah.
All right, but let's move on from football right now. Let's move on to baseball. Oy vey, for the longest fucking time, the Dodgers have been signing anybody and everybody who is available. And now, most recently, they just signed Kyle Tucker to, I think, like a 7-8 year deal for like $250 million. I mean, at this point, the Dodgers are assembling the goddamn Avengers at this point. With the Dodgers signing Kyle Tucker to a contract, can the Dodgers go for the three-peat? And if they do, is an MLB lockout on the horizon?
I mean, it could happen. There's no salary cap in baseball, is there?
No.
No, and that's
No.
I mean, if that keeps happening, you're going to lose. You could lose the sport. I mean, but then other teams. I mean, you're never going to see the Milwaukee Brewers as rich as the Dodgers or the Yankees.
Yeah, I was going to say, and a salary cap wasn't even brought up until this year when the Dodgers signed Kyle Tucker.
I'm sure they were doing it in the late 90s with the Yankees.
Well, the Yankees had a farm system that they could grow off of. Everybody thought that they were cheating.
Cecil Fielder never went to the farm system. Neither did Wade Boggs when they were bringing him in. So let's just go ahead and squash that rumor there.
Look, I'm just saying, though, the Yankees won. Yes, they won, what was it, 3 World Series over the course of 4 years. The Dodgers are on the verge of a fucking three-peat right now.
You guys
and they are literally signing the goddamn Avengers.
You guys had your three-peat.
Early.
It would have been a four-peat,
we
but
won
thanks to Arizona.
99.
Y'all beat the Braves, the Padres, and the Mets.
All right, yeah, that's valid.
Would have been 4, but Arizona stopped you.
Oh God, I will never live that down. Fucking Luis Gonzalez
on a hit that looked like it would have been caught if the infielders were playing deep.
Yep, unfortunately.
Oh well, I'll take it.
Oh, I mean, look, I will say this though, as much respect as I have towards the Rangers, I really think that World Series in 2023 should have gone to the Diamondbacks.
No, I'll say this because they had a great regular season, but then like Christian Walker, he lost his bat or something. Everybody lost their damn bat. Their offense was like non-existent.
Yeah, but I will say this: you take out Adolis Garcia from the Rangers lineup, might have been a different outcome.
No, I mean, again, and this will go back to how they decide to organize the pitching. And like I think game 1 they should have put their ace. They put the ace in game 2. Now, game 1, we lost in extra innings, but like if you would have put the ace there in game 1, if we won that one, and then
no. I got 2 words for you, or 3 words actually. Corey fucking Seager.
Yeah, but then what did he do against Zach Gallen the next game?
That's valid. That's valid.
So I'm saying you start with your ace in game 1 always. Set the tone. Kind of like Arizona took that risk when they had Schilling and Randy Johnson. They let him pitch his game 1 and 2, and then 6 and 7. And they let themselves go down 3-2, and I'm like, damn it, my mom's gonna let me know about this one. I'm never gonna hear the end of it because my mom's a diehard Yankee fan. She was born there, so
okay. Yeah, no, I mean, when the Diamondbacks got the big unit, I was like, oh my God, if they actually put a team around Randy Johnson,
I think he even got there first. I think Schilling signed after Johnson.
Really?
I thought he did. Let me check that.
I was going to say, the more you fucking know. But I will say this, like, regardless of the outcome for the Dodgers going into this season, I really think that there is a lockout looming, and it's not even close.
I mean, something's got to be done, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think the main topic is going to be like, yo, we need to discuss salary cap because you're signing guys for 10 years, $300 million, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I agree. I believe there should, because I mean, if that keeps up, even though, like I said, this whole time they're gonna be like, "Well, why do it now? Why didn't you do it before?" People are gonna make that argument. But
I was gonna say, you literally had the period of the Yankees era to be like, "Hey, you know what? There's a cap space."
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is.
Let me ask you: do you think there should be a cap space?
I think there should. Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, like. Well, literally, look at who the Dodgers have signed in the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
They have signed the hottest free agents to the biggest contracts imaginable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even close. So we'll see what happens. I really think that there is a lockout on the horizon, regardless of how the Dodgers finish going into the season. But we're going to take our final commercial break. And when we get back, we're going to make some NCAA basketball predictions. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me.
can stop me now.
All right. Welcome back. We are approaching the final week of February, and we are on the horizon of the March Madness tournament. Let's make some college basketball predictions. First up, we got 12th ranked Florida going into Oxford, Mississippi to take on Ole Miss.
I'm guessing they're not even ranked, are they?
You said what?
I'm guessing they're not ranked.
No, Ole Miss is not ranked.
Well, even if they were, I don't think it would have mattered. I think Florida's going to win by a lot.
Yeah, I'll take Florida in this match as well. They've been on a roller coaster ride of the season, especially being the defending champs, but we'll see how everything pans out. Next up, do not sleep on Creighton. I said this in the group chat, and you can hold me accountable to that. As they go into Madison Square Garden to take on 17th ranked St. John's.
I'm not sleeping on Creighton, but I think they're still over the aura they for beating was it UConn, right? That upset?
Yeah.
But you're going into Madison Square Garden against a ranked St. John's team. I think St. John's takes this one. I say it's a single-digit win, though.
You know what? Not a crazy take. I think I'll take St. John's as well. They have the home field advantage, especially being in Madison Square Garden and everything like that. I know I said don't sleep on Creighton, but this is definitely going to be a close game, and that is not in this. So, and that is just a fact of life. Next up, we got Cincinnati going into the Allen Fieldhouse in Lauren, Kansas to take on the 8th ranked Jayhawks.
Yeah, Jayhawks at home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, look, if you're going into Kansas, you better pray to fucking God that you actually walk out of there alive. Because, man, oh, man, when I was in high school and Kirk Heinrich was the dude at Kansas, he was a killer.
Yeah, he was.
Ooh.
Very deadly shot.
Oh, God. Anyways, next up, we got 16th ranked North Carolina going into Syracuse to take on the Orangemen.
Yeah, I'm going to say Syracuse with the upset at home.
Ooh, okay.
They only got North Carolina favored by 1.5. Not sure why. You would think it'd be more, but I mean, Syracuse is going to take this one.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's North Carolina. Can we really argue that? Can we really argue that they're favored by 1.5 points and they're in the top 25 rankings? Let's be real.
Yeah. Who you got then?
Yeah. All right. Big shout out to Andrew for this next game, the host of Villains, the podcast, as Mississippi State goes into the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina to take on the Gamecocks.
I didn't even see that one on here. Well, who'd you pick for North Carolina and Syracuse?
You know what? I'm going to go with the upset as well. I'm going to take Syracuse.
You said Mississippi State. Let's do the complete one. I have to look at their because neither one's top 25, correct?
No.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I'll say Mississippi State's at 500. South Carolina is 4 games below 500. However, they are favored by 1.5. I'm going to say Mississippi State barely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that bet as well. I'll take
it as a low-scoring game.
Yeah. I think I'll take Mississippi State as well. As far as even a low scoring game goes. So, but next up, we got, you know what? These are two teams that you definitely don't sleep on. We got Xavier going into the Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana to take on Butler.
I'm trying to find all the. I guess I got to put Division One.
I was going to say, both are unranked teams.
Because you're throwing me a curveball here. I'm looking at the top 25, which you usually do.
I mean, look, I'm going with some sleeper teams that you shouldn't sleep on. And Xavier and Butler definitely are teams that you shouldn't sleep on when it comes to the March Madness tournament.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to go.
Ooh.
I think I'll take Butler.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I'll take Butler as well. Xavier is currently sitting at 500 right now. Butler currently sitting at one game over 500. Yeah, I'll take Butler in this one.
This should be near and dear to your heart. You got Army Navy.
Yeah, this is sure to be a good one, but oh wow. Oh, bend me over and make me beg for it. I mean, fucking Navy is 22-6 right now. Let's see what Army is at.
It's all because you bent over and begged for it.
You know what?
Army's
I'm gonna
11
go with,
and 17.
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Navy in this one.
Yeah.
Wow, the fact that they are 22-6.
You might see them in the mid-March Madness. That would be awesome to see.
You know what?
I'd like to see that.
You know what? Call me crazy. It's not a crazy thing to say. I will say that.
That would be very cool to see. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know if it's ever been done. Probably has, but I don't remember.
Yeah. I was gonna say we probably can't remember the last time. Let's get back into the top 25 rankings. We got Penn State going into the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the 9th-ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, Nebraska's on a rampage this year, and I don't think I've ever remembered Penn State ever having a good basketball team ever in life. So we'll continue that trend, but I'm going to have Nebraska on this one by a lot.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm definitely going to have Nebraska as well. You're not alone in that ship. I don't know what the fuck Fred Hoiberg is doing out there, but somehow it is working for the Cornhuskers.
He cut their corn intake in half.
You know what? Valid. All right, so next up, we got the U going into the John Paul Jones Arena in Charlottesville, Virginia, to take on the 14th-ranked Virginia Cavaliers.
Yeah, I'm going to play. I'll go play it safe on this. I think Virginia takes this one.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take Virginia in this one as well. It's definitely a safe bet. But sometimes you don't sleep on Miami. But when Virginia is good at basketball, you best watch out.
Now we have Tennessee going into Nashville playing number 19 Vanderbilt.
Yes, sir. Who you got?
All right.
Just to spite a certain person here. I will go with Tennessee with the upset.
Oh, you know what? We may be in the same water, but guess what? We in the same boat. Give me Tennessee for the upset. Oh, I can't wait for that. That's going to be a good
chat, I'm sure.
That's going to be a good one for sure. Next game up, we got Georgia Tech going into Louisville to take on the 21st ranked Cardinals.
Louisville.
Yeah, like when it comes to college basketball, Louisville is a team you definitely shouldn't sleep on.
I mean, hell, you could even say that for football and baseball too. They're like one of those rare schools that has a good squad in all three of those sports. If they can complete the circle with hockey, that would be something.
You know what? I'll agree to that. I'll agree to literally everything you just said. Like, they got a good baseball team. They got a good basketball team. They got a very rare diamond in the rough football team. They just need that one other sport to put them over. So what that sport will be, who the fuck knows?
Tennis.
Watch it be tennis. Next up, we got Kansas State going into Lubbock, Texas to take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders, baby.
Yeah, Texas Tech going to take this one by a lot.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, give me.
I would say around. This might be a reach, but I'm gonna say they're gonna have a 20-point win over Kansas State.
Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely take Texas Tech in this game.
Ooh, here's a game of the week right here, boy.
Yes, sir. We got the 4th ranked Arizona Wildcats going into Houston, Texas to take on the 2nd ranked Cougars.
You remember what I said earlier in the show about Arizona?
Yes, sir.
What usually happens?
Usually they choke when it comes down to it.
Either in the dance or towards the end, where they start to fizzle out before the March Madness. That starts Saturday in Houston.
Wow.
Give me Houston winning at home. Number 2 versus number 4. You know damn well Cougars are going to defend that court.
All right. And then...
No, make your pick.
No, I'm definitely going to take Houston in this one. But I will say this. I'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I got to use the bathroom real quick. Duty is calling.
Right.
Woo!
Nobody can stop me now.
All right. Apologies for that. I mean,
better?
and Yeah, when duty calls, you got to answer the call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm going to take Arizona in this matchup against Houston.
Oh, you changed it. I thought you said Houston.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Give me Houston right now. They're looking good. They're ranked second for a reason. Hang on. Let me just get my ducks in a row on my end. Here we go. All right. All right. So next up, we got unranked Missouri going into Fayetteville, Arkansas to take on the 20th ranked Razorbacks.
They're unranked, but they're like one game separates them. That's the crazy part. Because Arkansas 19-7, Missouri's 18-8. But you know what? Screw it. I'll say Missouri with an upset.
Ooh, okay.
Can I explain it? It's just the
Yeah, please. Yeah, no, I honestly think. Let's see here. Missouri 18-8.
Take that back. There's another game of the week.
Ooh, okay.
After you make your picks.
Yeah, hang on. Just there. Of course. You know what?
You can say Arkansas. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
I was gonna say I'll take Arkansas in this matchup. All right, so next up,
got number 5 UConn at Villanova.
Yes, sir.
Villanova with upset.
Ooh, okay. Wow. Ballsy move. Man. Look, as much as I like Villanova and everything like that, I'm not sleeping on UConn anytime soon, so much as Dan Hurley remains the head coach of UConn.
I mean, no one's sleeping on them. They're ranked number 5.
Yeah, having said that, though, I'm taking UConn in this matchup. Right. But next up, we got a battle of the SEC as 25th ranked Alabama goes into Baton Rouge to take on LSU.
I'm going to take Bama in this one.
Yeah, no. I hate saying it, but I'm definitely going to take Bama in this one as well. I mean, like, it's bad enough that y'all had college football for so long. Now you got to take college basketball. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But next up, we got a battle of unranked teams as Georgetown goes into the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey to take on Seton Hall.
Here you go with that bullshit again. Here we go. Let me go back to. You're going to get off of the damn. Yeah, number 1 Michigan versus number 3 Duke is your next one, and you jump to Georgetown on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was gonna be the next one. Not gonna lie.
Hold on, let me see where they're at. You said Georgetown and who you said?
So the 13-13 Georgetown Hoyas taking on, of course. Scroll all the way back down through this bullshit to take on the 18-9 Seton Hall Pirates.
Seton Hall.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take Seton Hall in this one as well. And let's go to the one that you just mentioned. Number 1 ranked Michigan taking on 3rd ranked Duke.
Ooh.
In the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C.
That is going to be a fun one for everyone.
I'm saying.
I think this is going to be a little minor bump in the road, but I think they'll recover from it. I got Duke beating Michigan.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you know what? it's not too crazy when you think about it, because Duke has always been that type of team when it comes to college basketball. So you know what? I'll say Duke in this one as well. I think that's a safe bet. All right. So let's see. Next up, we got 10th ranked Illinois going into the Pauley Pavilion in LA, California to take on UCLA. This is just for you, my man.
Is your wife an Illini fan?
Not that I know of. No, not when it comes to college basketball.
Okay. I was gonna say go Bruins to her. You know what? I don't care. I know I get crazy talk, even though their team is falling apart. I'm still gonna pick UCLA because I'm not gonna root against them. Now, if I was betting money, then it'd probably be a different story. Because I like money.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So I'll take 10th ranked Illinois in this one. So, all right. Next up, we got Pacific going into Spokane, Washington to take on the 11th ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Moving on. Let's go, Gonzaga.
And finally, we got 6th ranked Iowa State going into Provo, Utah to take on the 23rd ranked BYU Cougars.
My last upset of the week.
Wow, you're going to take BYU?
Yeah, at home, yeah. Going to see fans rush the court.
You know what? That's not somehow I could see that. I really could. So, you know what? I'll jump on that bandwagon as well. Give me the BYU Cougars for the upset.
Go Bruins.
Straight facts.
That would be a bigger upset.
Oh, that'll definitely be a big-ass upset. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But, hey, that does it for tonight's episode. Terry, I want to thank you for being able to come on, and discuss the topics that were talked about. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah, you already know. All right, so that wraps up another episode of the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Like I said, don't forget to click one of the 2 links in the description of this video, whether it is Fit for Life Fitness and you want to get into fitness, and also do some at-home workouts. Be sure to click on the link that says Fit for Life Fitness, and be sure to click the tab that says the best at-home workout programs, and be sure to use code James K Body Bravo Oscar Delta India for 15% off when you sign up. Or if you're in the market for looking out for some new merchant or some new clothing, be sure to click on the other link that says Linktree No Mercy Sports, and check out the tab that says TrueVictory.com. Veteran owned, veteran operated. They have so many shirts and so many colors to choose from. They have so many accessories as well. They have such amazing products. Once you have found what you're looking for, be sure to use code No Mercy Sports 15 for 15% off your entire purchase. Now, I will say this: we are going into the weekend, baby. It's a time to have fun, but also a time to be safe. So, having said that, don't add to the population. Don't subtract them from the population. Don't end up in a hospital dead or in jail. If you end up in jail, be sure to call somebody whose number you know by heart. And then, once you are done with that, be sure to establish dominance quickly. But next week, we got the WWE Elimination Chamber. Oh, that's going to be a good one. I can't wait. I'm going to be doing a live stream of that. It's going to be a fun time, and it's going to be an awesome time. But until then, peace